Hey guys, we are doing some probability with dice today. At this point in your probability journey, there are 5 types of problems for you to be aware of. So this is them right here. That was totally proper English. Don't be overwhelmed by this. We're going to go through it slowly. When we have probability, there are single event probabilities. Those are the easiest ones. And then there are compound event probabilities. This is when we're considering more than one event happening. These are split up into and or probabilities. And then from there, and probabilities are independent or dependent, or probabilities are mutually exclusive or overlapping. We are doing 4 examples in this video. The one type that we won't do in this video is and dependent. I will have an example of what an and dependent question will look like for dice, but I didn't want to do it in this video. It was just a little more complicated than I wanted for this particular video. I will have a video linked in the corner where we do all 5 types of these problems in one video if you want to check that out. All right, let's go ahead and look at A. Given a 6-sided die, what is the probability of rolling a 4? So in this one, we're just considering one event. So this is a single event probability. For this, to figure out the probability, we are just going to take the number of favorable outcomes, or what we're looking for, and put it over the number of possible outcomes. So how many 4s are there on a die? Well, there's 1, right? So the probability of rolling a 4 is equal to, there is 1 4 on a 6-sided die out of 6. That's my probability right there. Sometimes single event probabilities, you're almost like, that seemed too easy. Single event ones are typically pretty simple. Now, there are 3 different ways you can write probability: as a fraction like we have here, as a decimal, and as a percent. So if I wanted to change this to a decimal, I would take 1 divided by 6, and I get 0.16 repeating, which I would just round to 0.17. If you're doing this for a school assignment or something, it'll probably tell you in what form they want your answer, and if it needs to be rounded, where to round it to. If I want this to be a percent, I'm going to move the decimal over 2 spots and get approximately 16.7%. If you aren't super comfortable with switching from a fraction to a decimal to a percent, I'll have a video for you in the corner where I go over that, and it's pretty easy. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at B. We want to know the probability of rolling a 4 or a 5. So let's break this down just a little bit. We are considering 2 different events. So this is a compound probability. I also see an or here. So this is an or probability. When I have an or probability, I need to determine if it is mutually exclusive or overlapping. So in order to tell, I just need to ask myself, could I roll the die and get a 4 and a 5 rolling the dice once? I can't, right? So that means that this is mutually exclusive. If that felt confusing, on C, we're going to do an overlapping one, which should hopefully help clear up any confusion. All right, when we have an or probability that is mutually exclusive, to find the probability of A or B, we are going to take the probability of A and add the probability of B. So, to find the probability of rolling a 4 or a 5, the probability of A, which would be rolling a 4, well, guess what? We already figured that out up here, right? It was 1/6 plus the probability of rolling a 5. Well, there is 1 5 out of 6 as well. When I add those, I get 1 plus 1 is 2. My denominator stays 6. So I get 2/6. Sixths is really hard to say, guys. Feel free to try and say it right now. 6ths. All right. That can simplify down to 1 over 3, 1/3, which is much easier to say. All right, that is simplified. So the probability of rolling a 4 or a 5 is 1/3. As a decimal, it is 0.33 repeating, so we could round that to 0.33. As a percent, that would be approximately 33.3%. All right, let's take a look at C. We want to know the probability of rolling an even number or a number more than 2. So this is an OR probability. We need to know if it is mutually exclusive or overlapping. So I need to ask myself, are there any numbers on the die that are even and more than 2? There are, right? There's numbers that are even and more than 2, which means we are going to have some overlap. So this is overlapping. The equation for this looks a little bit different. It's going to be the probability of A or B when it's overlapping is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. We want to subtract that overlap. So let's see what this looks like. We want to know the probability of rolling an even number or a number greater than 2. Guys, what I'm writing in here is really just to help me remember what I'm doing. It's not like math official, okay? So we want to know what this is. The probability of rolling an even number. Well, on my die, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. My even numbers are 2, 4, and 6. So that is 3 out of 6, which simplifies down to 1/2. But again, since we're adding, I'm going to leave it as 3/6. There's that number again, to hopefully keep my denominators the same. All right, then we are going to add the probability of rolling a number that is more than 2. So how many of these numbers are more than 2? Well, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all more than 2. So we're going to add 4 out of those 6 numbers are more than 2. All right, if I were to just add these right now, I would end up with 7 out of 6, which in the context of probability does not make sense. That's like saying if you roll it 6 times, 7 times you're going to get an even number or more than 2. And that doesn't make sense. I can't get it more times than I roll. So we need to subtract the probability of A and B. You see these 2 numbers here that are circled twice? That means we counted them twice and we only want to count them once. So the probability of A and B, or where it's an even number and more than 2, that's the 4 and 6. There are 2 of those out of 6. We want to make sure we take those away so we don't count them twice. So when I do 3 plus 4 minus 2, I get 5 out of 6. And that doesn't simplify. So that is the probability of rolling an even number or a number more than 2. If I wanted to write this as a decimal, it's 0.83 repeating. We got a lot of repeating things here. So I would round that to 0.83. And as a percent, that would be approximately 83.3%. All right, let's take a look at D. The probability of rolling a number more than 4 on your first roll and a 6 on your second roll. This is an AND probability. When we have an AND probability, we need to consider if it's independent or dependent. So if I roll a number and then I roll again, the second time I roll isn't affected by the first time I rolled, right? It's fresh each time, which means this is independent. Like I said, I will have a dependent dice example down below. And I also had that video linked earlier if you want to see an and dependent example. All right, so when we have an and independent, the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B. Let's go ahead and fill this in with our numbers. So the probability of rolling a number more than 4 and a 6 on my second roll is going to be, what is the probability of rolling a number greater than 4? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 2 numbers that are greater than 4. So 2 out of 6. We're going to multiply that by rolling a 6 is a chance of 1 out of 6. Now, if you're thinking, Internet Math Lady, we had some overlap there. We're considering 6 twice. In this case, we can consider it twice because it's 2 different rolls. If it was the same roll, we would want to consider that as overlapping, but it's 2 different rolls. All right, when I multiply these, I end up with 2 over 36, which is going to simplify down to 1 over 18. And that is as simplified as that goes. As a decimal, we get 0.055 repeating. So we can simplify that to 0.06, round, I should say, not simplify. Approximately 0.06. As a percent, it would be approximately 5.6%. All right, there were 4 examples for you. If you need some more probability videos, I will have a playlist linked for you in the corner. Thanks.